Matt Bernie here with the DRFBets races today for Thursday, July the 12th, race number 8 at Los Al. The nightcap, 6 furlongs on the main track. These are maiden $20,000 claimers. Before we dive into the field, head on over to drf.com/bet. You get all the latest details as far as a new DRFBets account is concerned. Again, the address is drf.com/bet. Let's take a look at the field of 9 fillies and mares that will be going 6 furlongs on the main track. Head over to the Race of the Day page on drf.com. You can download free formulator past performances as we whip through this field in post position order. Kelsey Bell, the number 1, 7-2 on the morning line. One of the more interesting entrants in here for Andy Mathis, if for no other reason. Okay, she's over 7. 4 times she's hit the board. She's never run on dirt, and many of these other girls have proven that they can't run on dirt. So until Kelsey Bell proves that she can't step on it, she at least has a puncher's chance in this spot. $20,000 tag here. We'll find out if she can step on it. She just had a 3/8 blowout the other day. That was in 36-3. You get the 7-pound apprentice aboard. You could do worse than take a shot with Kelsey Bell trying dirt for the first time. The 2 is Peachy. Peachy is a horse that I'm usually looking for in a race like this. Has not proven that she's a loser. Well, that's until you look a little bit deeper at a couple different things. The pedigree is not horrific. It's not great, but it's not a disaster. 10% first-time start winners as far as Escondrea is concerned as a sire. You look at the dam, she was nothing to write home about, 0 for 9 overall. But this horse is a half to Ultimate Holiday, who was 4 for 27 overall, 3 for 18 on dirt, and 8 times in the money. So there's a little bit there as far as a sibling is concerned. But then I'm concerned with this formulator fact that we're going to show for George Papaberjomo. Past 5 years, first-time starters, 1 for 57. 11 times in the money with a 32-cent ROI. It's just not a positive move there. But again, if you want the total stranger, take the first-time starter, the first-time starting 3-year-old. That is the number 2 Peachy. The 3 is Mariana's Girl. Mariana's Girl is turning back from 8.5 furlongs to 6. She's shown no speed whatsoever, with the exception of the 3rd lifetime start, and she faded badly down the lane. There's really not a heck of a lot on paper for me to recommend, but again, I suppose if you want to just look for an angle, Mariana's Girl has the turn back in distance. I have a hard time imagining her staying within shouting range of the pace in a race like this, but who knows? We'll find out. Anything can happen in these sort of races. I don't particularly love Mariana's Girl. The 4, Stella Sweeper for Oscar Garcia. So far, hasn't shown a lick of speed in any one of her 4 starts. She's a 4-year-old coming off of a little bit of a layoff here. She exits a common race that a number of these girls are exiting, and it so far has come back pretty dreadful. I suppose maybe just a little bit of a freshening is going to go a long way for her, but there's really not a heck of a lot for me to recommend based on what she has done thus far in her career, considering she's been beaten by 16.5, 18, 10.75, and 8.75 in 4 lifetime starts. The number 5 is Grecian Fort, another horse exiting one of those races. At least this was 2 starts back that she ran against Mischievous Last and some of these other girls. The blinkers are coming off. You get another turn back in distance. She hasn't shown any sort of real speed in a race that I don't think the speed is going to be all that fast. Basically, everything I said about the 4 horse, I can say about the 5 horse. There's just not a lot for me to recommend on paper, although it is worth noting this jockey-trainer combo, they have teamed up for success in the past, and Garcia already has a victory at this Los Alamitos meeting. The number 6 is Mischievous Last. Now, Mischievous Last, many people are going to look at and say she is the horse to beat. Let's take a look at the Timeform US Pace Projector to see where they think she is going to be positioned, and you can see right now, she's not really as involved in the top 3. Now, I don't think this is going to be a ballistic pace whatsoever. In order, they have the 8 No Wine Untasted, the 7 Veiled Heat, and the 9 Miscontain lined up as far as pace is concerned. Mischievous Last, I think, is at least going to be able to stay within shouting distance. Has the highest last out buyer in the field with a 61. Little bit of time off. Mark Glatt is always dangerous at a meeting like this. I don't particularly love her, but I can understand. She makes a lot of sense in here. If you think, and the adage is true, that this is the most formful level of racing in Southern California, then Mischievous Last makes a lot of sense. She's hit the board in 4 of her 7 lifetime starts. The number 7 is Veiled Heat. Now, Veiled Heat, to me, is the opposite of Mischievous Last. Mischievous Last has not shown that she can get over the hump just yet, but she's at least run good races, and she's close enough. Veiled Heat, on the other hand, for me, if she wins, I will lose because she's 0 for 15 and she has shown a penchant for running 2nd and 3rd. That happened on 7 of those 15 occasions. From a speed figure standpoint, she's not all that fast, even compared to some of the girls that have already proven what they can and can't do. Veiled Heat, to me, is just the ultimate sort of underneath key. She's probably going to come with a decent enough effort. You see that 4 of her last 5 starts, she's run 2nd. But I just don't like her as far as a win contender is concerned, and an odds of 4-1 on the morning line, she's a terrible underlay in my opinion. Number 8 is No Wine Untasted, going out for Eric Cooljack. Haven't seen this horse since the middle of May. That was going down the hill at Santa Anita. Now, the interesting thing about this horse is there is some speed. The 1 dirt start disaster. Really didn't do a lot of running. Then went over to the turf, showed speed, and faded badly. Martin Pedroza is as good a front-end rider as you're going to find. Also worth noting, all 4 of those starts, 3 of them came in maiden special company. 1 of them came in maiden claiming company, but that was at the $75,000 level. Now, drops to the bottom at 20. I think this is a horse that's going to show speed, and these are always the kind of horses I'm interested in this sort of race. No one has really proven that they can run. Give me the one that has the best speed and say, come and catch me. If she can't get there, so be it. But at least I want to be, if not outright on the lead, forwardly placed as they turn for home. The number 9 horse in this spot is Miss Catane. This is a horse that, again, I feel like a broken record. Hasn't shown that she can do a heck of a lot of running in the afternoon. 2 starts back, she at least showed brief speed. Now, the good news about a horse like this, she was 3/4 of a length beaten in her career debut, and it came here at Los Alamitos. She was bet down to odds of 3-5, so that's a little bit of a concern that she couldn't get the job done. But perhaps getting back to Los Al is really going to be what she wants. She has a nice outside draw. If you think that she can press the pace, then maybe Miss Catane is a little bit interesting for Peter Urton. I don't think she is totally impossible in a spot like this, and she's a decent price at odds of 5-1. Let's dive in to my pick for the Thursday DRFBets race of the day. I'm going to go with the speed. Like I said, I kind of tipped my hand. No wine untasted. I think you're on a send mission. If she can't do it, she can't do it. But I at least figure she's going to be forwardly placed, especially with the presence of Pedroza aboard. A couple other horses that I think you absolutely have to consider using. I would use the 9 Miss Catane on the outside. I picked her 3rd in here. I don't love the 6 in here, Mischievous Last, but I understand she makes a lot of sense. So for picks for me in order, 8, 6, 9, 7. If I were playing multi-race wagers, wrapping things up with a pick 4 or a pick 5, I'd probably be looking to put most of my eggs in the 8 and the 9 basket. And as a backup, I'd use Mischievous Last. But having said that, this is one of those races. If you spread deep, I wouldn't blame anyone. Kelsey Bell is even interesting down on the inside. So a little bit of a scramble in the maiden $20,000 claiming level nightcap, closing things out at Los Alamitos on Thursday afternoon, the Thursday DRFBets race of the day. Again, I'd encourage you to head on over to drf.com/bet. You'll get all the latest details about offers and all sorts of good things for new sign-up members with DRFBets accounts. drf.com/bet is the address. Scheduled post time for the Thursday DRFBets race of the day, the 8th at Los Alamitos Racecourse, is 4:28 Pacific. Best of luck.